So I'm glad you're taking a few minutes to watch this today, and we're going to talk about vision. We're going to talk about leadership, and no matter what you do, where you're at, you're involved in leadership in some way. And I've learned many things over the years. I'm still young, obviously don't corner the market on leadership. But the one thing that I've learned is as leaders, we constantly have to be learning, that there's never a time that we stop. This year, Generations Church, and I'm on the side of our campus right now, have learned more about fulfilling the vision that God has placed in our life. And I've heard this message taught in so many different forums and so many different situations, but I want to teach you something today. I don't want to preach to you, but I want to give you some things that the Lord has shown me out of the book of Habakkuk. And I'm beginning in chapter 2, and I want to read verse 2. We have to understand that the prophet has a question, and this is the prophet Habakkuk. He's receiving an oracle from the Lord, a word from the Lord. The Lord replies to him, and then the prophet has a second question. And as leaders, we always have questions. There's nothing wrong with having questions, but at some point, we have to know if we're supposed to question God in that situation or just supposed to let it go and let it ride out. But in verse 2, it says, "Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Now, there's all kinds of things that's happening in these few verses. We're not going to go deep into it today, but I want to bring some of the things out that stands in my mind. I want to tell you right now that your vision has an appointment. It has an appointed time. And many people give up short of their vision, short of seeing everything God could do if they would have just held on. The Bible says right here that it's going to tarry. Every man's, every woman's vision will tarry, but the man has to wait for it. So waiting is key to fulfilling that vision and to seeing the promise that the Lord has come into fruition in your life, in your business, in your family, in your ministry. I want to show you today just some practical things that we have done here at Generations Church to launch into our vision this year. Today, we're in March, and we've seen a couple months go by, but there's some things that have helped us already gain some ground in the area of vision. The first thing started with writing it down. And I want to show you one of the things that we have hanging outside of my office, meaning that everybody that walks in gets to see this. This is our vision right here, placed on just a cool looking deal. It says Generations Church Vision. We live to worship generationally, love like Christ, plant, grow, and harvest. This is what we are called to do in our church. This is what God has placed on the lives of our pastors and our leaders, to live to worship generationally, love like Christ, plant, grow, and harvest. Now, we all have to figure out what that vision is that the Lord is giving us. I can't come give you your vision. God gives you vision. But we get stuck sometimes with more goals than vision to accomplish it. Your vision is not accomplished by just having a long list of goals, a wish list of what you want to accomplish in the year. But it is better accomplished by having a vision. What are the things that come out of you that are accomplishing the goals that you have? So we have a vision here at our church. The other thing that we found out is that we have strategies to accomplish the goal here at Generations Church. And our strategies are to live, worship, love, plant, grow, and harvest. I'm sure if you were listening before, you will see that our strategies came straight out of our vision. It's not different, but it is making our vision solid. And we are seeing God fulfill some things in an incredible way. One of the things that we did this year, one of our staff members had a wonderful idea of making armbands, and I happen to have one on today. This green armband represents our vision and the strategies connected to that vision. And it says, live, worship, love, plant, grow, and harvest. We have people in our church that are literally wearing the vision. We did a week of fasting and prayer, and I actually used this. Some of the Catholic individuals that might be watching us, or some that might have come out of Catholicism, you remember praying the rosary. I actually used this in my time of fasting and prayer, and I would rotate through it, and I would pray this, and I would pray that we would be the church that would live, that we would grow, that we will worship, that we would plant, that we would harvest. And I know prayer is so much a part of our vision, but that vision must be written down. and that vision must be followed. And the Bible clearly makes that known to us. We have some things here also that I want to show you, or some values. And these are some of the values, and quite honestly, we're still working these out. So we have some more we're adding to this. But our values as of right now is that everybody prays, everybody plays, everybody conveys, go with the goers, bless what the Father is doing, keep it deliberately simple. I want to take one value and challenge you as a leader. You're going to have to go with the goers. Sometimes you'll launch something, maybe it's a small group, maybe it's a businessmen's breakfast and only a few people show up. If you're only going to be the person that will lead when the masses come out, you're not going to be an effective leader. You start with the small, you graduate into the medium, into the larger size things. So we have learned one of our values here at Generations Church is go with the goers. Man, go with who shows up. Don't sit there and beat yourself up because everybody didn't come out. Pastors struggle with this a lot. They get stuck in the numbers game that so-and-so didn't come today and we would have had this many people. Go with who's there. Branch out and see what the Lord wants to do in you. So the things that we've learned is we've written the vision down. We've tarried in the vision here at Generations Church, just like you've tarried in the vision with your business and with school and these different things. We've waited on it and we have seen God come to pass in an incredible way. I want to encourage you as leaders. I want to encourage the people that are watching. Maybe a pastor is watching today and you just want to give up. You want to throw in the towel. But I want to ask you first, have you written the vision down? Have you made it clear? Have you made it plain? You might be a husband or a wife watching today and you want to leave. You want to leave that marriage right now. Can I ask you a question? Do you all as a couple have a vision for your marriage? Have you written it down on paper so that you know what you want to accomplish and what you're about? Maybe it's a college student watching today and you want to quit trying to apply for school. You know what? Have you written a vision down for the school that you want to go to? And are you believing and trusting in the Lord, not leaning on your own understanding, but trusting in His understanding to come through you? I want to end by praying for you today, and then we're just going to do a little walk, and I'm going to show you another thing that we have out in the lobby of our church that might help you. But I pray that God will encourage you as a leader today. I pray that you would stay in His Word, keep it at the forefront of your life, and realize that your vision has an appointment, and I can guarantee if it came from the Lord, if you do not give up on it, it will come to pass. Father, I thank you for everybody that's watching today. I pray that you would strengthen them. I pray that you would help them. I pray that you would lift them up and encourage them. I pray the areas in their life that they need to change in, that they would be obedient to your word. I pray that they would hide their word or your word in their heart, that they might not sin against you. I pray for every leader today. I pray that they would understand that their vision has an appointment. I pray that they would not give up in doing well, because a great harvest will be reaped if they do not give up. We ask for these things in your incredible name. Amen. So I wanted to bring you out here because I believe that this would be helpful for you. We've got this huge banner in our church lobby, and it's the Generations Church Goals 2010. So we have vision and we have goals. And these are all the goals that we have within each particular ministry: our children's ministry, junior high, high school, college, men's, women's, pillars, which is our senior citizen ministry, our mini church or small groups, our worship ministry, and our corporate GC services. This allows us to bring people to this banner and to actually have them write their name and connect their name to a goal of what we want to accomplish as a church. It's been very helpful for us, because when a leader feels like they have nobody, I tell them, wait a minute, why don't you go back to the banner? Why don't you look at the names of people that want to participate in your ministry? This has been a tool that has been very helpful for us. As you'll see off to the side here, we have these little Sharpie markers. So you will find on a Sunday morning people crowded around this thing, just undoing one of these markers and writing up where they want to connect. So that's a tool and some tools that we use, and I hope that helps you out. We'll be with you again on another leadership topic. God bless you. Keep running for Him.